welcome to the Fives of the Week podcast. It's your boy Philly,
Grandmaster B,
and Hollywood Apple Snatch.
Episode 73, fellas. Today we got a nice show lined up for you. Today our Fives of the Week is going to be rock songs, so interested to get your guys' take. We were supposed to have my boy Paul here. He couldn't make it, so we'll hopefully get Paul back on the show very soon. Yeah, looking forward to it, guys. Good to be here.
Yeah, right.
Grandmaster B, how's your week, man?
So far, what about that intro?
Beautiful. I love that skit. I sent that to you.
I know you did. That's why I had to use it, man. So far, so good. We got a lot of snow, guys. Tons.
Yeah, like you said, it was freaking heavy, too, man.
Yeah.
Got to work out, Brett.
Finally, though, we haven't had much snow this whole winter season, so what the hell?
That was good packing snow, though. Very good packing.
Did you make a snowman, Hollywood?
Oh, yeah, I had some snowballs. Very good.
I was going to make two forts in the driveway for me and Stasio. I didn't think he would do it. He's like, Dad, I would have done that. That would have been cool.
Yeah. Do you guys remember when we were kids, they had that little square snow-making brick thing? Like you could pack it with snow and make little bricks like that and build your own fort? Did you ever do that?
Yeah, we had the round ones. We had you remember the garden potting bowls?
Yeah.
But they were plastic.
You don't see kids doing any of this shit anymore. They don't go outside. They don't play in the snow.
I'm going to play the game with my friend.
I'm fragile.
I seen a lot of people making snowmen yesterday.
Did you really?
Yeah, a lot of pictures on
neighborhood.
Facebook, a lot of down the street. Yeah, I did see quite a bit of it.
I like that.
I love it, man. That used to be a big deal, man. They get that big snow like that, packing snow like you're talking about, dude. Come on, man. That's the best.
We made an igloo in my backyard one year. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Like life size, where you can actually go underneath it, hang out. Got a picture of me and my boy.
Nothing wrong with that.
Really?
Really cool, yeah.
That's cool.
Nice. Was it warm? Playing in the snow.
Does it get warm like when it's all enclosed like that?
Warmer because you're not getting the wind.
Yeah.
You know? It was a lot of fun. Took time though, like an all-day project.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of work. A lot of work.
Castle.
Yeah, absolutely.
How about you, Philly? How's your week going?
I'm a little bit tired, man.
Yeah,
a little bit
tired.
tired. You know, but we're here. I'm looking forward to it. We're going to have some fun and snap out a little funky dunk that we're
funky
in.
Dunk. Funky dunk.
Little snooch.
A little snooch.
Yes.
Little snooch.
Little snooch. All right, so you ready for some world news? So, ladies and gentlemen, coming to you live. Did you see they're getting rid of the 313 area code, Brett?
No, I didn't hear about it. Why are they getting rid of it?
I thought they were sharing it. They were going to use that and...
I stand corrected. You're right, Hollywood. So they're not completely getting rid of it, but after 2025, they're not going to add any more phone numbers to the 313. It's going to be, was it 679, I believe?
Well, that's weird.
679. So there'll be no... Yeah, there it is. There'll be no more 313 numbers after 25.
So mathematically, every possible digit and number that could go with the 313 is no longer because they're filled up.
Yeah, and apparently this was supposed to happen years ago, but people pushed back on it, so that's why it's happening now a little bit too late because we're out of numbers, damn near.
Yeah, but think of how many people canceled landlines. You know,
that's true.
I mean, there's a lot
of... So no more 313 at all.
They're not going to add any more. If you have a 313, you're good.
Okay, yeah, you're going to stay with that, and then you're going to add the 679.
You get that on your phone, you're like, it's one of those telemarketers. I'm not picking up. I don't know who
repping
this
that
is.
679 dog.
Yeah, man, representing. You're going to have to change a lot of attire, a lot of 313 stuff. I guess it still stays vintage, right?
What's the whole purpose, really?
I don't know, man.
It's always something.
I know. Yeah, but the 313 is iconic with Detroit.
You can blame it on the Russians, Hollywood. You can blame it on the Russians.
What's the old Alabama one right now?
I don't know Alabama. We can't read very well down
there. The 313? No, it's the... man, which one is it?
704, but...
No.
411.
I have to find out that.
How about this, my man, Mr. Aldrin? He was one of the pilots on the legendary Apollo 11. So he's getting married at 93 years old to a 63-year-old woman.
Why?
Love is but the number.
What the number?
How old is the chick he's marrying?
63, so 30-year difference.
He's rocking the boat, man.
He says they felt like teenagers.
So you don't say. Give me a minute, Dalton. Give me a minute.
What is your guys' take on that? I mean, does it matter? Do you think there's, because of the money? I mean, so many ways you can go with that.
And what was the age again? 93 and 63?
Yes.
What the hell, man? You think he's still active?
Sounds like he is. Said he sprung like a teenager.
Well, he's got to be taking something. I mean...
Well, they got bills.
gifted.
Uncle June would have liked the pillow tool.
You're talking too much, Stone.
He did have
He
a
wouldn't have had to
statement.
use Flipper so much.
He did have a statement.
Her vagine hang like sleeve of wizard.
Maybe.
I think at that point of age, and 63 is not even old at all. It's either where you're at in life, and you're just okay with it. Is it a father type figure, or is it just I'm basically at the end of my? I'm really not going to get anybody else, so why not? What do I got to lose?
Sexy time.
I mean, whatever makes him happy, right?
Whatever.
You know, I mean, hey.
I guess. I mean, if you're happy, I mean, that's what you want. Go ahead.
Yeah.
You know, who's to tell you? You're both adults. I mean, grandpa and you're still a grandma, so it's. I don't know. I don't know if I want to go backwards that far. But you don't know. What do we have in common? You know what I mean? When I'm talking about something, well, I really don't know that.
You think, what was the guy, Buzz, did you say?
Aldrin. He's the second man to step on the moon
Yeah, the
next to
moon.
Neil Armstrong.
Wow. You think they'll release a sex tape?
I hope not. Ain't nobody want to see that.
So when you start, put it this way, when you start talking, she's basically
Struggling.
She's just basically sitting there looking at you like, I don't even know what the hell you're talking about.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean?
He doesn't follow Brez.
God.
So this one's kind of very unfortunate but weird, so I had to bring this up. Dog shoots and kills his owner, 32, in freak hunting accident.
Bummer.
Yeah, this happened in Kansas. So
Bet he felt bad.
I think he passed.
Wow. I did hear something about that.
Shot by his dog.
Oh, I'm sorry about that.
Yeah. I mean, I guess leave your gun on the passenger seat. Poo chops up there.
Calls wrong.
Anything.
Anything.
Yeah.
Blows some shit away.
Damn you.
There's a lot of guns, man.
Yeah, crazy shit in the world. So that's what I got for news.
I got a couple things here. Our beautiful state of Michigan turns 186 years old this week, guys. Matter of fact, today, as we're recording the podcast,
Happy birthday.
we are the state with the most lighthouses. How many lighthouses do you think are in the state of Michigan?
12.
What? No, come on, Hollywood. Higher than that.
118.
Closer. Higher, though.
This was a trivia question before.
This was, and I'm wondering if you guys can...
187.
Yeah, you're both wrong. 130. But, Philly, you were actually closer, but you never know. In a few more years, we might have that many. We have the only authentic windmill in the United States outside of Holland, right? Out in Holland, Michigan.
We got plenty of wheelbill cookies, bud.
Hey, come on. That little show prep, man, getting myself in trouble, bud.
Woodville cookies, but
Hey, just so you know, Michigan, home of the best holiday parade according to USA Today. America's Thanksgiving parade in downtown Detroit is rated the number one over the one in New York. We know when they do the big one for Thanksgiving and all that other crap. And Hollywood, hopefully you're gonna remember this. We are the only state surrounded by water. You never are more than how many miles away from a body of water?
I believe it's 2 miles.
Billy, what do you got?
8 miles.
6 miles from a body of water and 85 miles from a Great Lake throughout the whole state. But I'll tell you one thing that's always guaranteed here in the state of Michigan, you're going to hit a pothole.
Yes.
No, there's no doubt.
Terrible out there, man.
Fix the damn roads.
Oh, boy. So according to a recent poll, 60% of Americans do not have a $1,000 emergency fund in place. Question, do you guys think that's important to have at least $1,000 of accessible cash money?
I do, because I think things are always happening, man. You know, water heater, fridge goes down. It could be a numerous amount of things. And so I think that's important.
Yeah,
to know.
I'd say the base, maybe 2,500, but at least 10 grand.
But they're saying that like 60% of Americans don't even have $1,000.
Oh, yeah, I can
That's
believe that.
more than half. That's a crazy number. And,
Yeah, I can believe that.
rising credit cards and rates and all that stuff are going up. The average credit card rate right now in the United States is 21.4%.
My
If you're
goodness.
not on some sort of a promotional card,
Yeah.
0 interest and all that other crap, the average is 21.4 since all the rates went up.
I seen one come in at 32.9%. And I went, I looked at it, these people crazy?
Yeah.
You actually think but there's people that do it.
That's why it's important to, if you can, do what you're saying. Move that money around to get that zero APR. Pay those balances off, because all you're doing is pissing a lot of money away.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you're paying the bank, and your principal's going nowhere. So they're saying gas prices could be up to $4 by April or sooner. The average gas price right now in the United States is $3.41 a gallon. That's up 31 cents from a month ago. I mean, we're down below 3 here for a while, right? So is this the inflation that's starting to catch up with everybody right now?
I paid $3.18, I think it was 2 weeks ago. And the next thing you know, I come back, I'm like, what the heck? It's $3.48.
I know. It's starting to... It's not as bad as it was, obviously, because I sure as hell don't miss paying that $150 fill-up.
Oh, God.
So I got one other quick thing here, fellas, and we'll move over to Hollywood. According to Fitness Magazine, the biggest turnoff in men, according to a woman's poll... you guys want to take a couple quick stabs at this? The biggest turn off.
Biggest turn off.
For a man, a woman?
For a woman, looking at a man, what she's turned off by, what she finds unattractive in a man. This is according to Fitness Magazine.
This is image-wise, looks-wise, right?
No, it's just, it could be about attitude, personality. I don't think looks even hit the grid on this.
Fat as fuck.
You saying the woman would say that about the man?
Yeah.
Besides that, everything was great.
Well, I got to tell you, Hollywood, that's a pretty darn good guess. So here it is. This goes in right through the order. Cockiness. Women don't like cockiness. Douchiness was a word they came up with, which is basically
so fucking dumb,
conceited or overthinking they're better than what they are. This is from women.
Could see that, though.
Yeah,
So cockiness, douchiness, whatever, being conceited. A complainer. Women are turned off by guys who complain a lot. Laziness, arrogance, no drive or personality, being cheap, being a slob, being out of shape, and bad hygiene. So it makes sense, right?
I see some of them. I'm probably more than half of them.
Yeah. And so, well, I agree. I mean, I'm going to hit that damn grid all day long, man.
You got such an ego. I play with it. Come on.
So, in fairness, guys, the 5 things guys find attractive about women, this is according to Lifestyle Magazine. Go ahead, guys. Take a couple of shots at it.
Your attitude.
Yes.
I don't like a big mouth woman.
Independent woman.
Not a needy.
You guys are right there, man.
Not a needy.
Clean.
Very clean.
She's got to be able to dance. So here we are. These are not in no necessary order, but these are the top ones. Appearance.
Nice toes, though.
That's not on there.
Damn.
Appearance, confidence, sense of humor. These are things that women love in men.
Love a woman's sense of humor.
Good appearance, confidence, sense of humor, a sense of style, and how successful they are in their careers. And I said that backward. This is what men look for in women.
Okay.
They want appearance, confidence, a good sense of humor.
And a good cooter dooter.
Right, of course, you got to have the cool. Got to have it, man.
I was gonna say, because I don't think too many girls are looking at dudes' toes.
No,
So
man,
wanted to make sure
I had that
right, you know?
backwards. So yeah, those are the things that men look for, and how successful they may be in their careers too. And at number 6, and this was ranked, number 6 came in as intelligence. So that wasn't even in the top 3. But you can be dumb as shit and be hot and be like, yeah, man, that's my girl. I like her, man.
Yeah, I think if you can, make a girl laugh and have your
I
shit
think
together,
you should be very elegant with her.
But you got to have a woman that likes to have a sense of humor too, because I'm attracted to women that could laugh at what we say.
For
but
sure.
at the same time, if a woman has this little bit of sense of humor, that's an attraction,
Oh, no
man.
doubt.
I mean, if you
Yes.
got some crazy crazy mind like I do,
Always
we
serious.
jealous.
For sure.
Everything's serious
jealous.
when you say something. You know what I mean?
No doubt.
Yeah,
I like it.
Beneath the shadow of a doubt.
yeah.
You gotta be stout without a shadow of a doubt.
Yeah, no doubt about it. It's up to you, Hollywood. Round out that news.
Well, we got Kardashian North, 9 years old, doesn't want to go to school. The Kardashian.
You don't say.
What's the problem there?
It's the lifestyle, man.
Doesn't want to go to school at 9 years old.
It's kind of what we were talking about off air, was the fact that these kids, celebrity status, I just feel like they get heckled a lot. Probably too much, and it's probably mentally draining for them to go to school every day and have to deal with all that. I don't think dad's doing her any favors. You know what I mean? So
On that
there's
TikTok, putting all them crazy pictures on there, though.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know if anybody's going to talk about this. Anybody hear what Tom Brady said about his kids?
No.
Okay, so he just, he does his own podcast with Fitzgerald and
Jim Gray.
Jim Gray.
Yep.
I've never really listened to the full thing, a full episode, but I've bits and pieces. But the one he just did yesterday, he wants his kids to fail. Now, why does he want his kids to fail? Because he's been around the successful athlete. Dad is, held at such a high regard. He said he truly wants his kids to fail to understand what it's like. Because if your whole life is just winning and getting anything you want,
Yeah, you'll never understand.
there's no challenge, hence why I don't want to go to school because I'm a Kardashian. It's like, come on, man, that ain't the real world.
No.
Because if you didn't have all this, you wouldn't be able to do any of that.
Yeah.
If you didn't have a good self-center.
Yeah, and as long as you got love with it and you're understanding that, I want you to fail to a point where it's not bad, but you got to get your nose dirty. You have to understand to be great where this has come from. There was failure
Absolutely, man.
in order to be great. You know what I mean?
And that's kudos to Brady's parents for instilling that in him to
Yeah.
want to
Oh,
carry
yeah,
that
man.
on, because I mean,
Lot of
for
credit.
the average guy like us, you know what I mean, blue collar guys that go to work every day, you have to go through those struggles. We probably wouldn't be where we are today without that. So
It's a perfect example. Like I said, I think 20 podcasts ago, kid was given a golden spoon. Well, the kid went and killed people. And he told the judge right there,
Yeah.
my father told me, no matter what I do, he will get me out of it. Because he knows big people.
Can't help him there, though.
No.
And they said, this kid, that's all he knew. That it didn't matter what he did. In trouble, his father would get him out of it because he knew all officials in all different areas of his life.
And that's kind of sad.
It is sad.
That just puts it in perspective right there. And there's
Yeah.
a lot of people out there that are call them helicoptering their kids all the time, and
Yeah.
little Johnny
Or
and little
money.
Susie can't do no wrong.
Money. He don't have to work. He's never worked. Like Grandpa left him my inheritance. Here you go.
Right.
Next thing you know, in 2-3 years, he's got a needle in his arm and he's done because he never knew what it was like.
And that can move into adulthood too. Because I'm going to tell you guys a quick something that falls right in line with this. And I know the guy don't listen to this podcast, so I'm not going to mention a name, but I have a person that I know who has been on the benefit side of getting inheritance money annually. We're talking yearly, right? And the last payment's due at the end of next year. So in 2024, he'll get his $1 million. He gets $100,000 every year from his dad's trust. Passed away, pretty wealthy man, had a bunch of money, but he put it in a trust that it wouldn't all go out at once, and he'd get it in allotments, right? This guy is the biggest gambler I know, drinks a ton, and he pisses his money away, can't drive, suspended license, doesn't have anything going for him, yet $100,000, no taxes, that's your money for the year. You all know we could live off of that and probably live very comfortably with $100,000 and live a good life, keep your nose clean, and know that you're going to have $1 million coming your way in another year. He owes the casinos over $300,000.
Oh boy.
It's not my money. It's
not
it was given to me, so I don't.
I never understood that. It's like this.
Could you? And this is a 50. Not to interrupt you, Philly.
No,
This is
you're
a
fine.
52-year-old guy.
Wow.
So this goes beyond childhood. It can actually carry on over because maybe his dad was rich his whole life and he got that whole entitlement.
Yeah, I mean, you got to pray for that man to figure it out, because
Right.
it's just unfortunate when someone works so hard their entire life to leave you that legacy, or that's their legacy you're pissing away. That's, to me, I would want to do something powerful with that, impactful. You know what I'm saying? Not just piss it away.
I'd be like just remiss if that was something that I left to my kids, is to find out that you did not do better for yourself than I could do for you.
Right.
That's what that money's
I
for.
agree. I agree.
You know,
I get it. Everybody's story is different. It's funny you bring this point up, too, because I was telling him I was watching the El Chapo thing on Netflix.
oh, I gotta
and,
watch it. It looks good.
and his son got busted by the cops.
I seen that.
And he said, well, I'm Don Joaquin's son, blah, blah, blah. You got to let me go. I said, no, the law is the law. You had to learn the hard way.
Yeah.
Don Joaquin.
Thought
So,
we blow your shit on me.
Who are you?
of course, this is a movie and stuff, but
Yeah.
it made you think, like, those little tidbits even bring it to reality. Like, there's kids and people out there like that just think because I'm related to so-and-so, I'm untouchable. But, dude, you got to live by the rules everybody else does, too.
Yep, you're absolutely right about that.
Unfortunately, Presley's daughter she got into a lot of drugs and everything, right? That fast life pace, that style that was all glamour and glitz, and you fall into these traps, that eventually may have caught up to her.
3 Left Behind.
Yeah, terrible.
Yeah. So, Detroit, the Metro Airport, the planes in and out travel says that Detroit has one of the worst ones as time delay.
Time delay, huh?
I'm going in and out from other airports. That we're one of the worst ones.
Wow. I never really had an issue at Detroit Metro. Obviously, tons of issues in Florida, but I had my shoes stolen in Metro Detroit Airport.
Yeah,
so
I remember that.
Problem with that. Shout out to Spirit Airlines, you pricks.
You stole my Nikes.
Yeah, but other than that, no, I haven't experienced that myself. You be?
No, I mean, not really. Now, are we talking about the technical stuff about planes being able to land, or is this something?
Going in and out, the wait time, as far as not like on your normal, you're set back a day or two.
Okay.
Could be weather related though, too.
Yeah. Like they were just saying that Detroit is probably one of the worst ones with the arrival times and setbacks and stuff like that over other airports.
Yeah, I know they got rated as one of the nicest airports in America.
Nice.
There was something like the top 5, and I think LAX was number 1, and then I think Metro came in 2 or 3. But boy, what a pain in the ass! I've been on that side of it, leaving from another state, coming back. That was in Boston Logan, and that's a small airport. It's really small for a ton of traffic, and it seemed like every plane was delayed 15 minutes. But a lot of people are traveling again,
Sure.
so they want to get out there and fly that bird.
And maybe just because through the pandemic and all that stuff, and there were some people from, I think it was like Ireland, they wanted to get back, and they were delayed a couple days, and for what odd reasons, but just all over the world.
They want to get back to the fucking homeland.
And Hollywood, that's why you should take a Madden Cruiser. You don't have that problem.
Bloody fuck, what are we doing here? Trying to get back to the homeland.
Billy me Fuchs. Me computer Fuchs.
Shabbos down, Tommy.
Yes.
That's all I got.
All right, so let's kick it to the pickles of the week. W. All right, so mine is: a woman says her mother refuses to babysit her grandchild unless she is paid $20 an hour plus OT. Now, coming up, obviously we've all been there, had young kids. How was it for you guys? Because I'll be honest with you, my mom was a godsend. She helped me out so much, and I'm going to owe her till, I can't anymore, man. She's done so much for me, so I can't relate to this. I get her time is valuable too, right?
Yeah.
A pinch here, some groceries, or do something nice for them. But I mean, $20 an hour and overtime. What do you guys think about it?
Man, I just think, is it the sign of the times, Philly? Is this what we're at? Man, it's like now you can't even hire someone to clean dishes at a restaurant for less than $15 to $20 an hour. Now it's, I don't want $20 an hour to watch these brats.
That's crazy,
right?
Man.
I don't know.
I don't get it.
I don't get it, dude. It's
and I think sometimes it all depends, man. Like what you're doing. You know what I mean? Like when it becomes a job. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And now, you're working from, 6 in the morning to 2 o'clock. Well, now 2 o'clock leads to 7 at night.
Right.
I want to go ahead and drink with my girlfriends or, whatnot. And next thing you know, it's becoming more than that. Your life is stopped all over again.
Well, now, trust me, there's people that'll totally take advantage of the situation.
Oh, absolutely.
You've seen it out. Even you've coached, youth sports and things like that. People just use that time to drop them off. You feel obligated to stay after because they're doing God knows what.
Yeah.
And your time's valuable too, and you're there an hour after practice making sure everybody's picked up and safe. I'm sure it happens with parents, and people take advantage of that too. And that's why I always try to ask, are you sure? Is there anything I could do? Slip her some money here and there, whether she wants to take it or not.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a respect thing. I know you're taking time out of your day to help me, so it's the right thing to do.
I mean, I think if it's grandkids and stuff like that, I'm yet to become a grandfather, but I think like in an instance, if it's family, the old saying, like I've always heard, is you don't want to overstay a welcome, right? There comes a breaking point where we understand that you have a life and you have a life, and it isn't for me to do the dump all on anybody like that, but I felt like that when my daughter always wanted to drop her dog off at a certain point. I'm watching the dog. I was ready to start charging her an hourly rate.
Well, now you can't go nowhere.
My mom would rather have my dogs than my son.
True that, man.
It's funny, man. But yeah, so this grandpa's a pickle of the week, but
Tommy.
I got a pickled moment, guys. We all know we got this big ass snow yesterday. Snowmageddon, finally.
sir.
Right? How many inches? How many inches did we get, Hollywood? Did you get
7,
out there?
I think it was.
Did you get out there and measure it?
I think it was big as me.
It was bigger than 5 3/4. So a shit ton of snow, right? So I have my fertilizer spreader, and I use that to throw rock salt and melt all that snowy shit that you can't get up. And I'm pushing this thing along, and I'm like, God damn, this thing's not kicking out any freaking salt. And I'm opening up the valve to get it to go wider, and I push it really hard, and the wheels fall off.
come on.
It rusted out, dude.
Oh, yeah?
Like literally, because I've been using it for salt, and salt rusts just like a car, right?
Sure.
Who was I to think any different that eventually this thing wouldn't rust out? Because fertilizer doesn't rust.
Use Bill Frisbee.
It doesn't have it. No, it's
Use
something
Bill
in there.
Frisbee.
Yeah. Well, now I'm doing an old school Hollywood. I got me a little scoop, and I'm out there like
Do you have
Grandpa
the
Joe.
pellets? Are you doing the pellets or are you doing the salt?
I'm doing that like ice melt shit. It's real fine. It's kind of like, it's not rock salt. I said rock salt, but it's more like a granulate. It's got some high, I bought it from Costco's. It's like super ice melt, and it'll melt. It'll melt that igloo you built in your backyard.
Oh, for sure.
In like 5
I've
seconds.
used it before.
I got me tiny balls.
You got tiny balls,
tiny
dude.
balls,
What's going
tiny
on with
balls.
small pecker?
Gone. I mean, it's just down to the bones.
Someone
Yeah.
say you're cocking no balls.
Did you see the one? I don't know if it was on Facebook where the boy comes up and he stops and he starts crying. His dad's like, "What's wrong, son?" He goes, "I can't feel any balls. I think they have any balls." He's in the bathroom. He's like, "What?" He goes, "2 balls. I know my balls. I want to feel my balls." That is so cute, man. I'm like, he's all pissed.
His dad's like, "Take it easy." I think they went up in my ass.
With that being said,
What's your pickled moment there, Hollywood?
well, my pickle moment was at the doctor's office. I'm chewing gum. I have my hat on. And she goes, "I need to check your temperature." So I go like this. I open my mouth. She wants to hit my head and not in my mouth.
Oh, I thought you were going to say you bent over.
So I put the hat down. I'm like this. She's like, no, honey, no. I need to get... I'm not putting it in your mouth. I'm like, oh, man, I'm just pickled right now. I'm sorry. No, it's okay. It's okay. That was a pickle moment. I
It
was
was all
told
in
it.
your mind.
My mom was all pickled.